In an era defined by innovation and sustainability, the demand for clean, reliable, and efficient energy has never been greater. As nations grapple with the urgent realities of climate change, from rising temperatures to erratic weather patterns, the search for solutions has become a global imperative. One answer lies in nuclear energy, a powerful, low-carbon source that can meet our growing electricity needs while dramatically reducing greenhouse gas emissions. At the forefront of this vision stands the Nuclear Power and Energy Agency, NuPEA, leading Kenya's journey in exploring how nuclear science and technology can transform not only our energy landscape, but our environmental future too. From powering cities to enabling cutting-edge medical treatments, NuPEA is building capacity, creating awareness, and preparing the nation to tap into the boundless potential of nuclear innovation. Today, we hear directly from those at the heart of this journey, voices that shape, guide, and implement the agency's mission. We begin with the chairman of NuPEA, whose strategic oversight continues to steer the agency's vision towards a cleaner, more secure energy future.
My name is Engineer Professor Lawrence Gumbe, but everybody refers to me as Larry Gumbe. And please call me Larry Gumbe, it makes me feel happy and comfortable. Now, the NuPEA has got the government mandate to develop nuclear power for producing electricity. It also has the mandate for research and development in the same area, and also a role in terms of training and education in the energy sector.
With the foundation laid through effective governance, we now turn to the Chief Executive Officer, who oversees the agency's operations, partnerships, and critical initiatives, driving progress from vision to reality.
Nuclear is really the future. Nuclear will be a game changer for our country in terms of ensuring that we have secure, affordable, steady source of electricity that will enable us to build industries, employ our people, and ensure that we are able to address all the other needs of our population in terms of guaranteeing employment for our people, in terms of ensuring that their health is taken care of through advanced nuclear medicine, and also utilizing the same technology to ensure that we are up to modern ways of doing things.
But turning ambition into reality requires technical excellence and safety at every step. Now, we hear from a nuclear power engineer working on feasibility studies, infrastructure planning, and safety assurance for Kenya's clean energy transition.
In Kenya, for example, the electricity connectivity rate is currently at about 74%, and the government plans to achieve 100% electricity connection by 2030. So then it means more power will be required in the system. Currently, our installed capacity is 3,300 megawatts. And the demand for electricity is growing at an average rate of 5%. Government has various initiatives that will be implemented in the short term and in the long term, and this will also boost the electricity demand.
Energy is just one pillar of nuclear technology's impact. Another lies in healthcare. To share this dimension of nuclear innovation, we turn to a doctor at Kenyatta University Referral Hospital, whose work sits at the vital intersection of science and patient well-being.
Nuclear medicine, as much as it deals with the physiological functions of the body, it is very helpful in terms of treating patients, not just diagnosis alone. And when you look at, I can give two good examples. Like if you look at the most common cancers currently the country is facing, is breast cancer in women, breast and cervix in women, and then prostate in men. So it's a coincidence that you have come today when we are scanning the prostate cancer patients, and looking at most of the patients they present at an advanced stage. At that time, probably the options for radiation alone or even chemotherapy and hormonal therapy would have been coming to a fag end of it. So that is where nuclear medicine now plays a huge role. There's something called as lutetium treatment and actinium treatment, which now uses radioactive material, as I was explaining earlier. These are so specialized kind of treatment whereby once we inject the drug itself, it goes only to the places where the cancers are spread. So wherever the healthy tissues are there, they are actually spared. That itself is a quite miraculous drug which we are very fortunate to have in our generation.
Through nuclear medicine, Kenyans benefit from advanced diagnostic imaging and targeted cancer treatments, saving lives with precision and care.
My biggest inspiration is the type of patients we have been able to support here. Because I used to work in a private facility for 8 years, and in those years, PET CT was like an exam for only the rich people, because it was very expensive and there was very long waiting queues for the patients. And when we came here and started this service here, we were able to attend to the real people who do not have a choice of flying outside the country to have this done elsewhere. So in my daily work, I meet my aunts, I meet my sisters, I meet my mothers, and we're always happy to see our floors getting dirty, red soils from the countryside, meaning that we are attending to the real patients who really need this service. And the fact that we're also able to reduce their waiting time, because when we started PET, the waiting time was like more than 6 weeks. You are newly diagnosed, but you are asked to wait for 6 weeks to know you are fit. And the fact that we're able to reduce this to just a couple of days within a week, I think is an achievement for me and an encouragement.
Kwa majina yangu naitwa Andrew Anjala, msaliwa wa Bungoma, lakini nimehamia upande wa Kakamega, Kulukuyani. Pale saa hii natoka huko. Nilikuja hapa kwa ajili ya matibabu hii prostate. Amenisukuma tangu 20. Nilitoka Kijape wakanirifaa mimi hapa. Tangu wakati huo mpaka saa hii niko hapa. Nakuja wananipa appointment, naenda tena narudi. Nimeona tuko na improvement, kwa sababu hata si kwa vile nilivyo saa hii. I was so weak. Lakini saa hii naona natembea. Hata kama sijakwambia mimi ni mgonjwa, huwezi jua mimi ni mgonjwa. Kwa vile kama hata nimevaa koti yangu natembea, hata kwa kijiji wengine wanajua kama mimi ni mgonjwa. Lakini mwenyewe ndio najijua. Au familia yangu ndio inajua mimi ni mgonjwa.
We hear from the government spokesperson who shares Kenya's official commitment to nuclear energy as a strategic pillar in our development agenda, reaffirming its role in Vision 2030 and our climate policy.
Kenya has been working on this program over a decade. What are the milestones that we have achieved, and when do we really expect to be in the short term?
Thank you very much. Kenya has attained a number of milestones in the nuclear program. First of all, we set up a strategic plan for the program, which we have been following carefully. We've been working on the area of the policy. We also carried out a number of activities, like working with the Parliament to set up the national regulator, which is the regulatory body that regulates nuclear issues. I normally call it the NEMA of nuclear, known as Kenya Nuclear Regulatory Authority. We have also carried out what is called reactor technology assessment, and also carried out the preparatory activities for setting up an operator. An operator is the institution that will actually be responsible for owning and operating the nuclear plant once we'll start the process of construction.
From climate action to cancer care, the peaceful use of nuclear technology is helping solve some of the most pressing challenges of our time. This is NuPEA. This is nuclear science at work for energy, for health, and for the environment. And this is Kenya, boldly stepping into the future.